Hello and welcome to another episode of the AI Workflow Lab. In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about two agents that live within the Copilot that you already have today. If you've got an M365 premium license, meaning you've got Copilot in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc., I'm going to show you about the agent features that are in PowerPoint and in Word. Now, the feature I'm going to show you will speak for itself. So obviously the way Copilot works right now is quite good, right? You type a prompt, it'll create content, it'll retrieve content for you, retrieve information. But what these agents do are a bit more sophisticated. They'll ask a few additional questions before going ahead and producing the content that you ask it to do. So you're more getting richer data, richer results, more features, and it's just the best way to explain it is for you to see it. So I'm going to start with Copilot in PowerPoint. I'm going to share my screen right now. Let's have a go. And I'm going to ask Copilot in PowerPoint to create a presentation based on a couple of documents that I've got, right? So create a presentation about the Contoso Sale and Coffee project. And you can see I've got allow editing enabled. When you have that enabled, that means you've got the edit mode that will be referencing the Copilot agent in PowerPoint. So I need to reference two documents. The two documents I'm going to reference is a Contoso retail sale. Contoso retail. So if I just search for that, which is that one. And then I also need to reference another document. Executive status one, yes, that. So I'm referencing those two documents, click on send, and this is where you first notice the first change. It's going to first gather some information as it normally does. What you will then see is that Copilot in PowerPoint will ask for a few kind of clarification questions. First, it tells you what it's doing here. It's reviewing the source materials, which is good. So you have an idea of what it's doing before it gets there. Well, you can see the first question, do I want the presentation to be, who is the audience for this? The board, cross-functional team, senior leadership, or even add my own. So I'm going to say it's for the senior leadership team. Now, how should the two topics be balanced? Equal coverage, sales heavy, coffee project heavy. I'll go for sales heavy. Now, finally, how many slides do I want? I'm going to go for 5. You can see you've got some 15 plus, 10, comprehensive, concise, and so on. I'm going to go for 5. I'm going to click on confirm, and it's going to go ahead and do it. Now, mixed experiences in terms of how long this takes. I've done this in the past and it's taken like just under a minute. Other times it's taken 3 to 4 minutes, but I still feel it's value for your money, if you think of the type of things it's doing. Oh, yeah, here we go now. So now the last thing is asking me what sort of visual do I want. I'm going to go for warm, earthy view. What it hasn't got yet is the ability to create this content from your templates. I've had a few people ask me that. That's not yet available, but I'm keeping an eye on Microsoft to see when that feature comes in. It shouldn't be too long. I'd imagine that they're going to include something like that to really take it to another level. But as you can see, it's churning away now, and eventually I will have the slides created. It's going to be 5 slides. It's going to have a warm feel and so on. So let's just see how long it takes. And there you have it. It's now created the 5 slides. You can see all the work it did in terms of how it got there. The 7 steps of reasoning, so you can see what it did. It broke down the activities. If I open it, you can see all the steps it undertook. But you can see eventually I've got my slide, I've got a presentation, I've got some dashboards, I've got some pie charts, I've got some visuals, I've got some stats, and it's really, I said it's off track, so we can see that why we're off track. You can see the numbers there. And again, really quite a good feature. So you can see how it's a lot more powerful, the PowerPoint presentation feature within PowerPoint using AI. So that's what I wanted to show you from a PowerPoint perspective. I'm going to jump gears now and or shift gears even and go into Copilot in Word. What I want to show you here is, if I just go into here, go into Analyst, go into Word. So again, the Word feature within Copilot, within Word, allows you to have quite a rich experience as well in terms of creating content. And again, it'll qualify the questions, qualify the requirement by asking you some leading questions. So in this example here, I'm going to ask Copilot in Word. Before I click go, you'll notice how it appears here as an agent. Just like you have the analyst, the researcher, so Word can also be surfaced from this panel here. And this almost allows you to know that it is an agent, a Word agent. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to ask it to give me this information. That's a simple prompt I've run. Click on go. And again, what you'll find is similar to the PowerPoint experience. The agent in Word is going to, you can see, it's going to try and make sure it understands the request. So first thing's asking me, what's the current status of the Contours of Coffee project? I want to say it's off track. Why not? Who specifically in the management team, who specifically comprises your senior management team in terms of their focus? So we're going to go to finance, and then finally the look and feel, I'm going to go for Stripsley. So let's go. So again, it's going to go ahead and based on those questions, it's going to create quite a compelling Word document. So let's just give it a go. Again, it should take it's taken, in the past, it's taken between 2 to 8 minutes, depending on the prompt, depending on what you're asking Copilot to do. So there are a lot of variables that you need to be mindful of that will impact how long it takes. But ultimately, if it gives you the result you want, then that's a win. You notice actually Copilot actually says, this may take a while. Feel free to move away from this chat while I'm working, which is great because you can go on and do other things. I'm actually going to show you one other thing whilst it's doing that. I'm going to jump back to PowerPoint. I'm going to show you some AI features that you've got within PowerPoint. So I've got an image here. If I click on the actual image and click on edit picture, and then click on enhance, and I click on upscale. So what that will do is it'll allow me to improve the visual experience of the picture, make it clearer. So it just does that in the background. And again, this is me just showing you how you can multitask. So whilst I've got the project report being created by Word, I'm going back into PowerPoint to do other things and so on. So you can notice here with this enhancer, you can see how, before it looked like that, after it looks like that. So a lot clearer. So look at that. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take that piece on the right. So click on accept and AI helps you in that. Other things you can do, you can change the background. So I'm just going to save that. I want that saved. So let me just go back into edit the picture, edit mode. And what about background? So if I want, I could remove the background and so on. I'll keep the background, go back. I'm going to keep the background in this case. And also, I didn't actually save the enhance when I did it last time. But the other feature as well, you can do effects. So again, if you want the glitch effect, not bad, eh? So look, depending on the role you're in, there are additional ways you can use AI to change the images that you're presenting as part of your presentation. So let's jump back into PowerPoint now. Let's see how it's doing. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. So generating the document outline, and it's showing me the steps it's doing, and it should get us there fairly shortly. And there we have it. So you can see we finally got there. It did take a while, I won't lie, but I'm just going to be honest with you. But has it got a good result? Well, let's take a look. So firstly, it's given the breakdown of the steps it undertook to get there, the different sections that were created. So you got a nice timestamp of what it did. But if I have a look at the actual document, it doesn't look too bad. Got your heading, you got a project status, you got some visuals there, some tables, key milestones, critical paths. So it's a lot more in depth. It's got some reference information here. So I can click on open in Word, and I can open that in Word as well. And I can do a few more edits. Like if I said remove references, I could do things like that. So if I go into Copilot here, and I can say within this document, remove references, especially these guys. And then what you'll see is it will highlight the Word document so you can see where it's working within your Word document, doing what you've asked it to do. So you can see, so that's quite good. And then if I scroll further down, you can see, so that's where it removed the references. So you see that more interactive experience. So when it's doing something, it actually highlights the document, which is a great one, really good one. If I'm happy with that, I just click on done, and there we have it. So really important things for you to bear in mind is that it's a lot more interactive, the agent mode within PowerPoint and within Word. I really hope you enjoyed this. So please go ahead, try it. Make sure you click on edit mode when you launch Copilot in Word or in PowerPoint, and hopefully that will set you going. So yeah, it's really good, really more powerful. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing a lot more visuals, more videos. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on the next video. Bye for now.